What's up, family? People are always asking, what is the purpose for astral projection? And this question is asked all the time because there are those of us who still associate these things with the work of the devil. My goodness. And sorcery and black magic. Basically nothing positive. And again, I want to drive home to you guys that the best way to prevent anyone from tapping into something that is their inherent power, particularly here on this planet, is to frighten them out of doing so. And it has worked for a very long time, but people are waking up. We are not third density beings. We are infinite consciousness experiencing third density. What are the benefits of astral projection? There are many benefits to a conscious astral projection experience. For starters, it's one of the most exciting and liberating experiences that we can have. Imagine being weightless and being able to fly anywhere within the omniversal mind. Doing this can expand our awareness and creative abilities. Astral projection can allow us direct access to any system of thought we choose to explore. In other words, we can find the answers to our most pressing questions and not rely on superstition or dogma. Astral projection also opens us up to any or all of the following: heightened knowledge of self, improved overall well-being, improved self-confidence, heightened urge to take responsibility for one's own thought projections and actions, renewed or intensified respect for all life, reduction of stress, anxiety, and hostility, heightened intellectual capacity, synchronization to the energetic body. Astral projection certainly helps to overcome any fear of death. When someone had written me and asked that if we actually fall on the ground, if we hit the ground in our dream or while we're astral projecting, that means that we actually die in our physical life. If that's the case, there wouldn't be a soul on the planet. But again, these are fear tactics used to frighten people away from something that someone does not want us tapping into. Why? Because that would be a threat to the ego, the structure, the matrix. What are the biggest misconceptions or beliefs as it relates to astral projection? One of the most common beliefs is that we open ourselves to demons or negative spirits upon astral projecting. There is some truth in this statement, but let me clarify the general cause for such an experience. My journey has shown that the astral realm operates under the principles of electromagnetic attraction. Hence, one could attract what they perceive as a negative entity or spirit if he harbor aspects of these energies. For instance, if one is in constant fear, anger, hostility, rage, depression, lust, and sadness, these vibrations can and often do magnetize or attract situations that mirror our inner thoughts and emotions. So in essence, if one is faced with attracting situations that they are not pleased with, there is a lesson to be learned here. This is their opportunity to face their inner demons, the lower self, and transmute these energies into love and healing. On the contrary, if one is filled with compassion, love, genuineness, and pure in their intent, he may attract energies that will mirror these aspects. They will have access to realms that support their vibratory frequency. So you see, astral projection is actually a tool to which we use to explore, experience, and sometimes test our multidimensional selves. We may even be tested on these planes so that we may rise above things that may be hindering spiritual growth, awareness, and knowledge. Some will say that a negative being or spirit could possess the body or cut their astral cord while traveling. Neither claim is found to be true. The astral body cannot be harmed because it is composed of energy. We cannot be possessed by other entities while projecting neither. The reason why is because a portion of our consciousness remains when we travel, and there is a silver cord that connects the astral and physical body. The astral cord sends electrical signals between the physical and astral. This is a mechanism that ensures that we will always find our way back to our physical vessel. The silver cord is very sensitive and will pull us back instantly should there be a shift around our physical form or auric field. Think about it. We spent many years growing with and attuning our consciousness to and with our physical bodies in order to control it. Now, is it logical to accept or believe that a spirit can just walk in and take control over a body that has taken us a lifetime to operate? Of course not. Our physical form has our unique vibratory imprint, and no other spirit or entity with a different vibratory imprint can just step in and take over. If we truly had the understanding that exploring the unknown is not only our birthright, but is absolutely necessary to evolve as a species. If this was set in motion thousands, if not millions of years ago, and there was never this tug of war to create a caste system, a system of have-nots, and we didn't have fear, can you imagine how advanced humanity would be right about now? Then the other notion is that astral projection is just flat out dangerous, so we shouldn't do it because it's dangerous. Alright, so we may as well just stay in our homes and never go out, because we know that there's danger around every corner right here in the 3D world. You know, it's actually, there's more danger here on the physical plane, from my experience, than anything I've ever experienced on the astral plane. But are we going to stay in our homes and keep the doors locked and not go outside or travel or visit a loved one because it's dangerous in the world? No, we don't. So again, I'm just putting some things out there to help us to realize how much we're getting in our own way due to beliefs, unfounded beliefs, and fear and conditioning, and listening to third parties who have an agenda. Third parties who feel that if you should gain more knowledge than they do, you could no longer be under their thumb. Control has always been the name of the game for those of us who are very elevated in knowledge but are grossly submerged in ego. Those who have an insatiable appetite to control and dominate others are very intolerant of independent thinking and the free sharing of information. One should wonder and question, why are the mainstream circles pushing so much fear-mongering, disinformation, and propaganda in the minds of so many when it comes to astral projection or anything that could expand our minds? Why has there been such a concerted effort by the mainstream media and historic institutions to suppress and in some cases ridicule astral projection when it has always been a part of our existence? These are questions that I wish for us to stop, think, and ponder upon. Live your life to the fullest from your inherent multi-dimensional perspective. That is your God right. You are a supernatural being, so it is only natural that you have, from a human perspective, supernatural ability, and even more so, a supernatural understanding and knowledge of things. That's it, people. As always, I love you immeasurably, and happy travels.